Hello, I'm Christian Wallace. My fellow Americans and the seniors of the class of 2007, welcome.
We are gathered here today to commemorate the accomplishment of these fine young people, amen?
Not everyone thought we would make it here today. And in fact, many misunderestimated us. But we're here today wearing these funny little hat things. Don't mess with Texas. It's taken strength and honor to overcome some of the adversity that each of us has faced. But now we set sail to new waters and a new adventure awaits. Savvy?
Sure. Some of us are a little scared to leave the lily pads and go to new ponds.
But this chapter in our lives is now over. And the time has come for freedom. The force is within all of us.
We must do or do not. There is no try.
So you must go out there and take life by your bare hands and you must pump it up. But you know, even if you shake it and you bake it, you can't always go fast. Sometimes you just gotta.
The skies are blue, clouds are white, bright blessed days, dark sacred nights, and think to yourself, what a wonderful world.
What a wonderful world. I have a couple of explanations for that seemingly random stroll through various characters. One being, how many times will I have the opportunity to quote Yoda in front of over 1,000 people? And the other being, we are all characters in our own stories. Our stories are as different from Talladega Nights to The Notebook. But one thing that's true for all of us is we are each the main character in the story of our own lives. It is up to us to decide what we will fill those pages with from now until God puts a finishing touch of the end. Here we are at graduation, about to conclude this chapter of our lives. We come from all different walks of life with our own music, friends, styles, and thoughts about what's to come. We'll all take something different away from Andrews High School. Memories, good and bad, will be etched in our minds for the rest of our time here. We now go our separate ways. Everything changes as soon as those hats hit the ground. But for this moment, our stories have bound us together as one. For as we sit here today, we are and will forever be Mustangs. In a few moments, this chapter will be over. No editing or rewriting. Most of us are glad to see this time has come, but this ceremony signifies the end of a time unlike any other that we will ever experience again. As this day has approached, I've heard so many talk of the future, but the problem with the future is that no one lives there. We live now, in the present, and it is with this time that we are charged to do something meaningful. All we can do is decide what to do with the time given us. So how do we impact this present? Do we have to cure AIDS or make $1 million? I don't think so. The best way to make an actual difference really has nothing to do with the world's standard of success. If you really want to write something worthwhile in your own book, then start by taking care of the people right next to you. People will always count far more than dollar signs. The characters you come across as your tale continues are there for a reason. Take care of one another and get something out of everyone you meet. Apply this to your family, and when you have children of your own, the most important thing you can do is give that child the proper resources to write his own masterpiece. Of course, as each of our tales continue, the role we play will change. So as your story takes different plot twists, some sad and unexpected, and others gratifying after years of hard work, there's one thing you must remember. Whether you come home each day with oil underneath your fingernails, or you work with a scalpel in the operating room, the title of doctor is no more important than that of roustabout if they are both happy. Life is worthless if you aren't happy. If you learn the value of the simple things that life offers us daily, and you can take each moment and experience for some worth, then your story will end with that familiar phrase we've heard since bedtime stories. So, as I pen my last words into the life stories of many of you before me, I charge you, whatever role you play throughout your life, live happily ever after. Welcome to graduation.